Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Vila coming to you with another review of Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 8, Episode 5, Wounded Euros. So, Wounded Eros. Obviously, I don't know why I said Euros. Euro is money. Eros is the Greek god of love. Two different things, two different pronunciations, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into this episode of Tyler Perry's Sistas. Oh, and before you do, just go ahead and double tap the screen twice. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you double tap the screen twice, the like button appears. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going to just do an overview. I am not going to, yeah, because this episode was a filler until they got to the end of it. So a lot of the stuff we've already said over and over again. So I'm not going to really get into it. I'm just going to do an overview of what happened in this episode of Sisters. Okay, let's go. The episode picks up where it left off on last Wednesday when Gary started going into convulsions when he, I guess, heard Andy's voice. His eyes opened real slow and he started foaming from the mouth. And it picks up where she's outside of the hospital and she's trying to get an update from the doctor, trying to, see what's going on with Gary. The doctor was going to give her information, but Hudson comes from around the side saying you don't give her anything because he has power of attorney. And just because she's a fiance, it doesn't mean anything. And by Andi being a lawyer, Esquire, Andi Barnes, Esquire, she should know that because Hudson has power of attorney, then the HIPAA laws will be violated because he doesn't want to divulge any of Gary's information to Andi. And I'm just like, okay, Hudson being petty. Right. So the doctor says, well, it's nothing that he can do. So he goes off and he leaves. And then Hudson and Andi, they have a back and forth, and she tried to play the doting wife, be getting all loud. I'm trying to go in and see my fiance, or, you're not letting me. And he was just like, what is it about you? Because he said, I see right through you. I see what you're trying to do. I guess that lawyer ex-boyfriend of yours, Robin, told you to do this. And Andi is just like, Robin is just my friend, he's my colleague, he's my lawyer. And Hudson is like, what is it about you that he said, what is it about you that makes these men, I guess, go crazy or whatever? And he mentioned something about her walking on all fours. I guess Robin had her walking on, I guess, crawling on all fours. Child, she was doing something on all fours, and she reaches up to slap him, and he grabs that hand, and that hand is shaking. He was like, oh, that's it. Is this the hand that you use, to stab Gary? He probably didn't say that, but he said something to that effect. Is this the vitriol you had when you stabbed Gary? I was like, Lord, he is going to keep rubbing this in Andy's face. Can somebody please let us know who stabbed Gary? And when is Karen going to have this baby? Fatima done caught up with why am I skipping? Let me, you know what? Here we go. So that's pretty much of that. Andi leaves. All right, so back over at the bank, child, Sabrina in there with Rich, and they over there trying to kiss on each other and hunch all on each other, and it ain't working because in the main room, main room where people are actually working in service and is supposed to be customer service going on, Maurice and Paige out there fighting because Maurice ain't got a pen that actually works. And he finds some pink pen with feathers, and Paige come out the back talking about put Pinky down. Well, what a pink feather down, child. I don't know. I just thought this was the craziest thing. They sound like two kids fussing in a playground. They just fussing all the time. And then Maurice brings up the fact, that she was back in the back of the parking lot sucking. Y'all know what she was doing. And then she was like, I knew you were the one that put that rumor out there. You are the one robbing banks. I was like, Lord, what is going on? Sabrina can't even kiss on her man good. She got to go out there and break up these fights, telling Paige to go to the break room and telling Maurice, just go do some work. I said, really, you need to threaten both of them with their jobs because they making you look bad, Sabrina. Now, you just said last episode that you was gonna, not put everybody's needs before yours. So you need to put these people in their place. They over here acting like raging kids. Little bad black and white kids. Do something, Sabrina. You the manager. Or either you going to end up losing your job because you cannot control your work environment. Anyway, so Sabrina get a phone call from Danny because Danny's somewhere drunk at noonday. Mind you, she go over there to be with Danny, and after, because Rich wanted her to go out to lunch with her, but she couldn't do it. But when Danny calls, she goes. So I don't know. All right, Andi back at her house, child, losing her mind or trying to find it, talking about, I am not going to let another man dictate me or manipulate me. What is it? What is it about me that I have to, I guess, girl, lower her standards or whatever to be with a man? Girl, I don't know. What is it about you? Do you need to go see Carisha too? It seems like you need therapy because you don't understand why you have to find validation in a man. We've been asking you that for 8 years. I guess you're finally asking yourself, what is it that I need validation from a man? I don't know. Well, she says never again. Never again will Andi Barnes Esquire let a man control her. Let a man put her in a position to where she loses everything. Let a man, child, put her in a position where she's going to trial. Anyway, so after she goes through all that, she gets a text message from Jordan talking about he want to see her and he on his way. And then she gets this, am I going too far? Well, anyway, I'm going to say it anyway because I might come back on it. She gets this epiphany thinking that maybe Jordan was the one that could have done it because she has these flashbacks. I mean, in this episode, there were a lot of flashbacks when it came to Andi. So she's thinking, could he have done this? He said he will not let Gary get away with this. He will have to handle it. So now Andi is thinking, did Jordan handle this? I don't know. Let's see. All right, so Miss Marie Willis is back over at the law office. And after Hayden and Mrs. Marie Willis have these exchanges about climaxing 2 and 3 times and about how she can make somebody moan, groan, and pay out her bills, child, I don't know. They were just going back and forth for a long time. And then she was bringing up the fact that Andi is pretty much the better attorney. And she made the right decision because she's going to choose business over pleasure any day. And she says that Hayden is adequate, but you're not as adequate as Andi. I mean, you are right, but you're not better. And somehow, some way, you're going to have to get that through your thick head, Hayden, that you're not who you think you are. I mean, you good, but you ain't good. You know? So anyway, she says that she has invested into a new business and Rooster Riches, and she wants Hayden to be her lawyer, making sure that the balance statement, the cash flow statement, just making sure that everything is up to par because she wants to make sure she's doing good on her investment. Hayden doesn't understand why are you investing in some hair grease, some hair grease that'll keep your edges laid for over 24 hours. But she tells Hayden, it ain't for you to understand. Because if someone thought that she was crazy, that she turned her girl group that she was in into a multi-billion-dollar record label. She is the head executive over all of that. So if somebody laughed and scoffed at her dreams, you know what I'm saying? She wouldn't be where she is today. So she had to dismiss all the hate and become Mrs. Marie Willis. And she told Hayden, You better be glad you even got your job. You don't think it's funny that Robin still got you here after what you did? Just look at my bank statement. Look at the paper and make sure you got the work right. That was pretty much what it was, y'all. Well, I am glad that Miss Marie Willis just stepped in and helped them, because these girls don't know what they doing. And we're going to get there later. Rooster Riches, wreck your edges. Rooster Riches, wreck your edges. Rooster, 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 rooster Riches, break your edge. Hold on, let me get a beat. Rooster Riches, break your edges. Rooster Riches, wreck your edges. Root, riches, wreck your edges. Y'all catch the beat? But anyway, it's a whole child, they got a whole mob in Karen's store. And Karen and Pam don't know what to do. Now, I could remember last episode, Pam said that she tested her products on all types of hair, and this has not happened. Now she says in this episode, well, was it Karen? Karen said, I should have vetted your products before. I should have vetted your products before I invested, or I said I wanted to be partner. I'm like, see, that's the problem, Karen. You're not doing your due diligence. But to me, this is all a setup. And now, did y'all, at the nick of time, Trey comes in and Trey says, well, maybe you should settle. Really, Trey? And Karen, like $400,000. Who got that? Well, I'm like, is this all a plan that Ty came up with to come to us with this bull? I mean, really? Because they couldn't call the police to tell these people to get up out of their office. You got clients sitting over there getting their hair done with an angry girl mob in the foyer chanting Rooster Riches will wreck your edges. Ain't nobody thought to call the police. Ain't nobody thought to do anything to rectify this situation. Like, they over there whispering amongst each other. And mind you, when they whispering, they stop. The crowd stops. And as soon as they stop whispering, then the crowd start back chanting. So anyway, y'all, they're going to have to fix this. Because it's too. And then I would have been like, who else in here edges done got wrecked? If your edges ain't got wrecked, can y'all please leave the facility? I don't know. But the crowd is doing too much. And Karen and Pam, y'all need to call the police or something, because y'all not working fast enough. They've been in your foyer too long, and they've been too loud, too strong. All right. So when Miss Marie Willis leaves, child Fatima comes in, and she trying to figure out what's going on with Miss Marie Willis and Hayden. So they go back and forth. And then Fatima goes into the room to do whatever she's doing. Hayden follows her. And Fatima brings up the fact, what I bet Tamara will feel a certain type of way if she knew that Miss Marie Willis was in your office. And Hayden goes in there to tell Fatima, like, look, you don't know what's going on with me and Miss, Marie Willis. You don't know what's going on with us, And she was like, well, it looks like something going on. And Hayden is really trying to flex his power. Like, you need to stay out of that. You need to sit over here and work these cases, because Andi will no longer, what he said, Andi ain't here no more if you can't see. And if you want to keep your job, you need to keep your mouth shut. But Fatima coming right back with him like, Andi ain't gone. And Andi is the reason why Miss Marie Willis is even here. And if you think that little 1-2 stroke you got is going to keep her around, it ain't going to work. So you coming at me with some threats. And she was like, remember, I make clear on my threats. Remember, Hayden, you was on top of that car flying. You was in crutches trying to figure out your life. Yeah. So they pretty much going threats back at each other. And Fatima's whole thing is, dude, you need to leave me alone. Because, I mean, I make good on my threats. I mean, it was just the same, the same back and forth banter. It was just the same back and forth banter. And, oh, yeah. And Fatima also told Hayden that you pretty much, you on your way out the door. Like, everybody is really on to you. Robin ain't on your side. Miss Marie Willis ain't on your side. Andi ain't on your side. And while you trying so hard to take down Andi, everybody else is about to take you down. So you need to tread lightly. Child. Is it me or do Hayden wear this same blue suit every episode? Do he got other colors he wear? I don't know. I don't know. All right. So Danny is down at the bar and she's drunk. And she can't get Carisha on the phone. Is it Lucretia? Why am I talking about Carisha? Carisha, please. We not talking about the city girl. Lucretia. That's her name. Lucretia. You know what? My beautician that do my hair, she do my blowouts. Her name is Lucretia. Hey, Lucretia girl. But anyway, um, Danny down at the bar getting drunk because she can't get in contact with Lucretia. So, she ended up calling Sabrina. And she's trying to explain to Sabrina why she is feeling the way that she's feeling when in regards to Tony. She said she just needs some vitamin D. And Tony ain't giving her the vitamin D right now. She said she's used to having vitamin D 2 or 3 times. Sabrina said a week? No, honey, a day. And I guess they double that. They double that on they triple that on Saturdays and Sundays. I don't know. She said because they work in the office together, so they have a lot of time to get it in. I said, girl, I bet your cooch is so. That is too much jumping up and down. 2 or 3 times a day. Child, bye. I'm not gonna be running around here raw between my legs. Y'all must got some type of cooling ointment. I don't know. But anyway, then she lays out that she thinks that Tony is trying to change her. And she says she ain't ready to be changed. She like her little job. It pays the bills. She likes what she's doing. And she says Tony then tried to put her, in the therapy. He's trying to put her in a leadership management thing. And Sabrina is like, hold on, what's wrong with that? I mean, that's a good thing, right? Leadership management. And Danny is like, she feels that Tony is trying to control her. And she brings up, why is it that when women try to change men, they say it's controlling. And when men try to change women, they say that they're assisting or helping them. I mean, I look at it both ways. If somebody trying to make you do something you don't want to do, it's all control. Um, but I mean, y'all, I feel like I've been saying this over and over and over again, which I have. Danny ain't ready to change. Or maybe Danny is afraid to change. Maybe that's what it is. And Danny just gotta want to change. And she brings up Preston too. She was like, he acts a lot like he's reminding me a lot of Preston. I mean, was Preston really trying to change Danny? I mean, well, he was trying to get her to understand that there is more to life than just, smoking weed every day. And I guess Preston was trying to get her to open up a little bit more. That's not changed because she really shut down when it came to Preston. He just wanted to know her better. And she wasn't giving him that. And Tony is trying to, level her up, let me upgrade you, upgrade. He's just trying to do a little upgrade. But the thing about it is, Tony, she got to be ready for the upgrade. And when she's ready, she'll appreciate it. And sometimes people got to be pushed into the upgrade. Then they can look back and say, "Well, I'm glad you pushed me this way." But I don't know. I can't tell with Danny. I really don't know what Danny wants. Danny don't even know what she wants. So that's why she's sitting at the bar drunk, because she's trying to figure it out. And while she yelling real loud, Tony and Preston and all that other stuff, then Tony and Rich, they come into the bar and they see them. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole Tony situation, Tony and Danny. I mean, I don't know. I really don't care too much. Do I? No, I really don't. Somebody needs to do something, make a move. I don't think that this situation is this tough to where you even got to be going somewhere to get drunk. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking. I don't know. All right. So Zach is making Zackos like tacos, Zacos. I think that's a cute name, little Zacos. And Fatima comes home for lunch. She says she only got 30 minutes because the way Hayden over there tripping over abuse of power and the way Atlanta traffic is, she got to hurry up and get back to work. Zach, he want to get a quickie in while she eating her tacos, but she ain't got time for that. But what they do is Zach brings up, oh, Zach, he's a stay-at-home dad because he's assisting with baby Michael. I'm glad somebody mentioned Michael because I ain't seen Michael in a minute. I'm like, where is Michael at? They don't even show Michael on Sistas. I'm like, where? And then they get Michael when they, not Sistas, but Zatima. And they got Michael when they was on Zatima, but I ain't seen Michael nowhere in Zatima these past episodes. I wonder will we see them in the part B of Zatima. Because Michael, where you been? Now you starting to say nugget. Anyway, I'd have jumped too far. Because this episode was kind of slick boring to me. But anyway, so Zach brings up Robin. Robin is a suspect now. He was like, he got a reason to be upset with Gary about them, trying to play him out of his company and, over Andi. I mean, those are two main reasons why a man would want to unalive another man. I'm like, wow, And Fatima says she really don't think that Robin is an unaliver like that. But then she brings up Mrs. Marie Willis. And then she goes all about the past that Mrs. Marie Willis had with Gary. Because at first Zach was like, you think that, Gary was jumping up and down on Miss Marie Willis? She was like, nah, that ain't her type. Her type is Hayden. An old beta nigga. Old simp, But they put her on the drawing board too, because she did have motive and reason. Because Miss Marie Willis said that Gary did take out her friend's money. Now, we did Miss Marie Willis, did Gary take Miss Marie Willis' money? We don't know, but we know he got her friends. So that's one thing. But, they really couldn't talk too much about it because Fatima had to go to work. Child, Rooster Riches is wrecking folks' edges. Miss Marie Willis just went to get them a good lawyer to help in their situations, to making sure she's investing her money right. And then that's one thing you don't want to see. You invested your money in a group of girls that's trying to keep the black girl magic dream alive, and you coming into their establishment and it's a whole gang of other black girls talking about their edges is wrecked. I mean, you don't want to clear your investment like that, So Miss Marie Willis is upset. Well, she should be. What in the cockamamie mess is going on here? Tell me. Now everybody looking shocked. Miss Marie Willis' edges don't look like they wrecked. Cute wig. Yeah. So Andi is happy. She thinking that she about to see her man Jordan, right? Jordan. Oh, I'm about to see my man Jordan. Y'all, why Jordan look like he disheveled? They came, child, when Andi turned around to look at that elevator and she seen Penelope and Jordan walking there, and Jordan over there looking like he just lost. Jordan looked like he did something he didn't have no business. He looking like he in trouble. And Penelope is not playing. She was like, so this is what you doing? Really? So you think that you and Gary can do this can wreck people's lives and get away with it? And child, and Andi is like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? She was like, oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about this. Child, when I tell you she slapped the fire, she slapped the fire. I'm surprised some of her edges didn't come out. She slapped the fire out of Andi. And somebody had put in the comments like, what you think about this slap? Child, I didn't know. See, listen. I watch these shows when y'all watch these shows. I don't really be trying to get the sneak peeks because I really like to be surprised. And I like to really make my own guesstimates in what happens. I like to make good predictions because I like to say, I told y'all. I don't really like to go too far into the episode because I want to be surprised like y'all, right? Child. She slapped Andi, and y'all already know that Penelope is number one on my suspect list. Anyway, Penelope is number one on my suspect list. And Penelope looked like she tall enough to have on all that black to go in Gary's hospital bed and inject some fentanyl in there. She looked like she'll do that. The way she running her slapping on Andi. Child, Andi, let me tell you something. If you don't slap this girl back, we're going to have a problem. We're going to see on next episode, because I'm going to talk real crazy if Andi don't slap this girl back. At least throw a shoe at her. You going to slap me, come in my house, and talk crazy to me and put your hands on me? Child, bye. You better, while you throwing your glass in your house, you need to throw a glass at Penelope and hit her on the top of her forehead. But anyway, y'all, this is that's pretty much it. What y'all think about her slapping her? Child, she trying to help your brother. And you knew that, Penelope. I thought y'all was on the same slide. So you still same slide. I thought y'all was on the same side. You knew that this girl was trying to get revenge back with Gary. You knew that. So are you still jealous? Like, what is going on? I'm confused. Child, I am confused. But anyway, I did not think this review was going to even be this long. But yeah, this is Sheila Bila. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what y'all think. Did y'all like this episode? It kind of dragged to me. But anyway, what y'all think about this slap? What y'all think about Tony and Dan? I really don't care about them too much. That's like last on my list. But anyway, what y'all think about this slap? Anyway, y'all, this is Sheila Bila. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what y'all think. Bye.